I have to complete for a public speaking class, and I'm going to present the history of the relegation/promotion system in English Premier League soccer. So to start off with an introduction, soccer is a global phenomenon that has really picked up popularity in America since the 2014 World Cup. Everybody knows about it, the whole entire world watched it since it was such a grand spectacle. But however, one of soccer's biggest fans are English. And the English Premier League is probably one of the toughest leagues to be a part of. So that's why it's good that they incorporated this system in a league that offers so much tenacity and aggressiveness. So the system was implemented due to its competitive nature, as I just said. A lot of world-class players are playing for these top-class teams, and they want to be the best of the best. And the gain of this, what you're supposed to gain out of this presentation, is to understand the importance of soccer culture, the rules and regulations that are in place for the teams and the league itself, and why its purpose is served. So just to throw out there, I have an extensive knowledge of soccer as I've been following it since a young age, so a lot of this makes sense to me and is very understandable, easy to explain, so we'll get through this easy peasy. To start off, the relegation promotion system started in the season of 1995-96. The Barclays Premier League was established in the season of 1992 to 93. So everything prior to that had 22 clubs in one league. So the season before the change, the 94-95, had to have 4 teams relegated and 2 teams promoted to balance out the shift of who's getting relegated and who's getting promoted. Due to this significant change, the Barclays Premier League has seen 79 relegation spots filled up in over 26 seasons. So a lot of teams going up and down, and some of the teams that have gone up and down have done it multiple times, as I will explain in the next one. And just to throw out there as well, according to Anton Rippon, a United Kingdom journalist, soccer fans outside the US can't understand a league where nobody ever drops out of a top league to go to a lower league, and vice versa, get promoted to a higher league, since no American leagues establish their association and their league around that system. So how it works is that at the end of the season, after all 38 games are played, the bottom 3 teams, which are in the 18th, 19th, and 20th place, are relegated to the championship, and the top 3 teams in the championship, first, second, and third place, actually just recently found out that the third place team has to go through playoff rounds in order to be placed in third place. Kind of interesting. And those 3 clubs get promoted to the Premier League. So usually those are a lot of lower level teams that have never experienced Premier League exposure. So they're in for a real treat when it comes around. And Brent Steven Smith of Fansided stated how Crystal Palace is the only club to have been relegated 4 times in their history. So it's pretty bad. Not such a good feat to have, but a record that they hold nonetheless. So the purpose it serves is to promote fairness and equality throughout all of the lower divisions, as there is about 6 to 7 or 6 to 8 established lower leagues. So they have to work up the ranks to get to the highest league they possibly can and gain the most revenue from those leagues. So it's important that these teams get that exposure and have that opportunity to do that as they're relegated and promoted. And also, relegation battles are considered to be more intense depending on the club and the fans that serve that club. So usually, I get pretty excited if relegation battles go down and the title race is already blown out of proportion. So that's definitely very important for the club and the fans that serve that club. And like I said before, it keeps the competitive nature alive so that different teams are coming in and out of the leagues and getting exposure to the top level, as you could play other top European clubs and other championships you definitely have the opportunity to expand your brand recognition as the club. And according to Roger G. Knoll, a benefit of this system is that it provides a mechanism for limiting the total number of teams in the league that play in weak markets. Like I said before, the Championship, League One, League Two, any of the lower division leagues, they don't gain a lot of revenue being in those leagues, so they don't have the finances to buy bigger players or enhance their stadium or just develop the club to become bigger and better for the exposure of the Premier League. And that is the conclusion. So this right here is a snippet of the current relegation zone as of week 10 in the 2018-19 Premier League season. So as you can see, Newcastle United and Huddersfield Town have yet to win a game, so they need to step up their game if they want to continue playing in the Premier League. And Fulham itself, they only have 1 win out of 9, so these guys really want to step it up, as Fulham, this is their recovery season, they're bouncing back, and Huddersfield Town and Newcastle have been in the Premier League now for 2 more seasons. So hopefully they can do that. You guys have any questions?
Who's at the top of the league?
At the top of the league is Manchester City, tied with Liverpool on points.
Who's what teams have never been relegated?
The teams that have been actually, that's a great question. There are 6 teams that have not been relegated. Manchester City, Chelsea, Liverpool, Tottenham, Arsenal, and Manchester United. Yeah. Any other questions? All right. Thank you guys. I appreciate it.
Come on, Dave.